New week, new banner, new characters, and our star of the day would be Viktora, Elegant Dragoon. Today, we're going to go ahead and ask the same question. Should you summon or should you save? So go ahead and grab yourself a nice cold drink, maybe some snacks, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Welcome back, folks. Nash Taters here, and we're back making another video of should you summon or should you save. Now we're going to be talking about Viktora, Elegant Dragoon, our brand new unit. Now I just want to clear a couple things up first. In my previous videos, one especially on the Lucia, whether or not you should summon or save, and then the tier list ones, I just wanted people to understand I'm not making these content to discourage people from doing things or encourage people from doing things. I'm simply giving you my opinion, right? I'm just one person, one opinion. I feel like I need to present people, especially today. Actually, I actually prepared a presentation really to show people what I feel like are facts, and then I'm going to give you my opinions on those facts. And at the end of the day, well, you take that information and use it however you want to use it, and then perhaps make your decision. Is it going to encourage you to summon, not encourage you to summon, encourage you to look at tier lists, yada yada yada. At the end of the day, it's your decision. You're you, right? So now all that is out of the way, let's get into it. Viktora, she is a Dragoon unit. She has a sub-job of Soldier and sub-job of Thief. Now let's take a look at her stats first. I'm going to pull up right now some comparisons. I'm going to compare her to Orlando, one of the characters everyone either have or love or whatever. A lot of people have prior to Orlando, so it's something that you can use as a point of reference. Now, I'm actually using my sources from ultima.jp, a website where the Japanese gamer community form, different sources of information to help everyone there. And this game is on that website. Check it out, and definitely, use the translator if you don't speak or read Japanese. Now, if you can see here, the stats I pulled directly from the website, they have a little number underneath the actual individual stats. And that's the number that they compare this specific unit to all the units in the database currently. She, as you can see, comparatively, she's pretty close to Orlando in terms of HP and attack. One of her weaknesses I noticed though is her agi. She's not that fast, but her main strength is her jump. It's 4. It's the best in the whole game. Super best. Like, no one could be as fast of a rock climber as she is. So her nickname shouldn't be Elegant Dragoon, it should be Rock Climber Viktora, right? Now let's take a look at her Trust Master. She does have 500 HP, 8 defense, and 12 accuracy on her armor. And on top of it, she also gives you additional skill you must level up. Significantly raises own. The key word here is own. Pierce attack for 1 turn, raises accuracy rate. Now, Pierce attack for 1 turn might actually go up. The accuracy rate probably go up based on how high you level her. But it is still an individual TMR, right? As you can see, many classes can use this. So the Pierce attack right away kind of suggests to most of us that it's really good for a Pierce unit. But if you're just using it for accuracy, that's not bad either. But let's talk about accuracy. I feel like accuracy isn't all that useful in terms of PvE content. For PvP/arena, yes, absolutely, it's the best. One of the best stats you should go for. Not the best, but one of the better stats you should go for, because you really want to land every opportunity your character is taking in terms of turns. You really want to land those hits. Because if you don't, you pretty much just, gave up that entire turn, especially against evade teams. Now, clearly in PvP, you won't know who you're going up against, so they need to fix that. But if that's the way they want to intentionally design it, it's pretty much a terrible system in my opinion. But for arena, at least you can say, well, I want to target an evade team today. So then you just pile on the accuracy on your characters. And this is a Trust Master that is useful for that. But other than that, it doesn't really offer much. It doesn't offer an attack. It doesn't really offer extra spear or anything, but it does have solid defense. Obviously, clearly has a lot of HP. So, in my opinion, I would say maybe a mediocre Trust Master. Okay. Now, let's talk about her passives. she has passives clearly from each job. Her soldier gives her a boost of attack plus 60%, but it does minus 8% on the resistance. Her dragoon one is also a really good one. It increases her quickness by 12%. So now I think if you're going to build her as a dragoon, which I believe most websites I go to, they recommend building her as a dragoon. Therefore, you want to use the quickness 12% and the attacks 60%. Now, let's take a look at her skills. Now, I'm only going to look at her skills on her Dragon Master job, because I feel like the Dragon Master one pretty much offers the best utility. Now, most of her attacks, as you can see, are jump attacks. The problem with that is it's kind of iffy, right? If you have any experience playing Final Fantasy Tactics, or maybe have experience fighting other dragoons in this game, you notice that the jump sometimes isn't reliable, especially if your character is faster than the person that's using jump abilities. I believe Thancred, a lot of people use her as Dragoon. So if your character is much faster than Thancred, there's a chance that when he jumps into the air and then you move again after he initializes that jump, they're gonna miss. So therefore, especially in Arena, since you cannot actually control your units, that could be really iffy. Something to really think about. On top of that, her soldier is actually not bad, and then her thief is just a really poor kit, to be honest. So, but I don't think you really want to summon for her for using her as a soldier. I think everybody enjoys the fact that she is a lancer / dragoon, whatever. So maybe that's be the thing that you're actually thinking about. Let's see. Those are all the actual hard data. Now let's really just talk about if I think you should summon for her. So I compiled a pros versus cons list. Now some of you might have learned that I'm a huge Transformers fan, and I decided to do Autobots versus Decepticons. Decepticons, right? You know, sorry, crappy joke, but nevertheless, it works. Pros versus cons. The good guys versus the bad guys, right? Let's talk about the Autobots first. Autobots will tell you that, hey, she is a Dragoon, and she is a really good attacker looking at her stats. And the Autobots will also say, well, she has the best jump ability in the game. She's the best rock climber. So she'll take advantage of a lot of the different maps that will require high jumps, right? Especially given the new Wasteland, right? That's a pretty good map to be using her. Another good one is she is really, really cute. Look at her. I mean, if you look at her, you're just like, yeah, I would like her on my team, right? Who wouldn't think that? Well, unfortunately, the Decepticons have something to say. They're gonna say, well, problem with her is there's already 2 ice units. So again, you may not actually have the materials. And if you are a whale, none of this stuff matters anyways. So our next con will be mediocre Trustmaster, right? And then of course, let's talk about how jump attacks can be tricky. Especially the fact that you need to put a lot of agility equipment on her. And last but not certainly least, there are already tons of cuties in this game. Tons of really amazing looking characters. A lot of characters in the game are amazing. They're all well designed. So some may see that as a con, some maybe not. But nevertheless, I'm going to put that as a con. So there you have it. You have the data to support whether or not she's going to be a good attacker or not. What are her pros and cons in terms of speed, you know, her jobs, Trustmaster, everything. And I think at the end of the day, I'm gonna add an additional pro to her is that one of the actual events they put out, you can get up to 50 shards. So clearly, this doesn't encourage people from actually pulling her. But if you did end up pulling her, you know, there's another bonus incentive. You can get up to 50 shards. That's what they claim. Just simply by doing these quests for this week. So that's sort of a pro, right? And the thing is though, if you accidentally get her, which I'm maybe hoping that I do with my 10x free pull, then I'll do that only. I probably won't build her simply because I don't have the resources right now, to be honest. I have my specific teams and units that I want to build. So for me, it's a hard pass, unfortunately. And even if I do get her, I'm just going to do those quests and I'm pretty much just have her sit on a silent. I'm not going to bother farming her nodes or anything like that. But if you do end up trying to get her, good luck to you and hope that you don't have to spend a lot of your resource to get her. Moving on to the next unit, Salire Naive Black Mage. She is currently, I believe, the only lightning mage, so that is definitely an attraction for you to decide to get her or not. But I don't think it's something really, in my opinion, to really go for, to spend your resources on. If you get her in your 10x free pull, great. If you don't, well, you know, you don't. And in the future, when you're hardcore pulling for some serious character, and if you get her, great. Because remember, these two characters are still in the database at all times. Her Trustmaster isn't really impressive in my opinion. Decent HP, nothing to offer, especially magic, has some spirit. Maneater, I think this is good, but again, you know, nothing really spectacular. So, in my opinion, she's super cute. Look at that, well-drawn character. But if you truly need a lightning magic user, yes, she's a highly recommended unit. But if not, really not much to her in my opinion. So for me, again, I don't think about MRs and SRs that often, because if I have them and I want to truly build them for something specific, then yes, when I pull, I hope to get them, or the shards, and I'll actually purchase the shards here and there or whatever. But most of the time, right now, I'm only concentrating on Zazan, which happen to be a normal unit, and then a couple other units I'm working on will be Ramada, which I really want her Trustmaster. So I think that's it for me in terms of what I think you should or shouldn't do with the pools. End of the day, it's still your decision. I just feel like the presentation maybe swayed you or discouraged you from pulling. And whatever the case is, good luck with your pulls. And now let's go ahead and do my 10x free pulls on this account. And let's go ahead and do our early summon 10x summon. Alright, again, not hoping for anybody, but I'm gonna be honest, I have Frederica on this account, and I'm happy with her. So, if I get her, sorry, let me go ahead and full screen that. If I get her, if I get Lucia, at least I'll probably build her to do the next chocolate flan raid. If I don't get her, no big deal. And if I get any of the newer units, most likely they'll be sitting in the back seat. But we all know the chance of getting these units is pretty low. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come on, guys. Big money, no whammy, no whammy. Big money. Big money, no whammy. Well, we're already looking at just pretty much getting a vision card. I guess the question is it going to change? Well, greetings from afar. All right. Wow, they really like to give me some vision cards on this one. Nothing. Oh, that was Murmur. Oh, Phoebe's good. Naya's not bad. Oh boy, here we go. Now the thing is, on this account, I don't really think I really need per se anything specific. But because I do a lot of videos on this account, I'm really hoping, to be honest, Odin. Because I really want Odin to slap that bad boy on Zazan and let it go to work. Come on, Odin. Oh, it's a Shiva. Now, both of my accounts have Shivas. Now, a lot of you probably have Shiva already. But for those who don't, Shiva is really good on building evade for your whole team. Her party skill is to give you evade. And that's pretty good. Especially in certain hard maps. Increase your evasion. And then ice attack resistance. Oh, look at that. Just in time to resist against our lovely friend Viktora, right? But nevertheless, I feel like I got a pretty good solid free 10x pull. If you are going to pull for Viktora or Salire, best of luck to you. And as always, take care of yourself and all your loved ones. Nash Taters out.